So trying to manage or avoid triggers was not at all successful. It was always a losing battle. And every time I was triggered, I felt like I failed. Well, now, a couple of weeks ago, this happens. I recognize I'm in fight or flight. My body is tense. I take a moment and go, okay, what happened? Review. Oh, he smelled like my grandfather. This is a completely appropriate reaction to my grandfather. And also, look, I'm in the grocery store. Here I am in City Market. I'm 53 years old. I have been free for this many years. My grandfather is done, did, dead. I'm safe now. So I can embrace the reaction as a good thing. It's an invitation to recognize my strength and my resilience, I would say, given to me by the grace of God, given to all humanity by the grace of God, that strength and resilience of the human spirit. I can praise my body for responding appropriately. I can take a deep breath and recognize I won that battle. Here I am, and go back to my grocery shopping unimpacted. So I think even the symptoms of fear, of post traumatic stress, of anxiety, these are all proof that our body is responding exactly correctly to whatever story is playing in our head. In that moment, it was instantaneous. I wasn't wandering through the grocery store thinking about my grandfather, but I smelled a smell and my brain searched my memory files, and every memory associated that was violence. And so my body responded in instantaneously. What a brilliant design. What a beautiful and perfect intrinsic design. Again, I would say because we're made in the image of God. So when we are able to do that, and I'm working with individuals who have experienced compound and complex trauma, specifically sexual trauma, we start working on, okay, wait, our body is responding to a story, consciously or unconsciously. What's the story that's playing? And is this grief that I need to embrace? I need to hold it. I need to cry over it. Is it anxiety projecting an outcome in the future? Like, what's the doctor report going to be? Or what's going to happen if I lose my job? Or what's going to happen if I can't pay this bill? Our body's responding to a story that hasn't even happened yet, right? But our body's perfectly designed to respond to keep us alive. And so when we start recognizing that, we can pause. That's where the magic happens between the reaction and the trigger or the invitation to pause, recognize what story's playing, decide how to honor that, whether it's a memory or a fear for the future or a present circumstance, and then decide what story to move on with. You know, if I'm projecting anxiety, what if I can't pay this bill? What if I lose my job? What if it's a made up story? So how about I make up a happily ever after? How about I make up the best possible outcome? The doctor calls and it's all clear. Not only do I not lose my job, I get a raise. Like immediately our chemistry shifts because the story shifts. And so when we can embrace without hesitation, I'm going to choose deliberately hesitation instead of the word fear. When we can embrace our emotional reactions without hesitation, knowing that they have a function of keeping us alive, not only keeping us alive, but connecting us to community, then we can begin navigating those emotional reactions fluidly and in a way that does both, that keeps us alive and connects us to community. And that's where the what if you could magic happens, because we start moving into a different reality than the one we've ever known before.